Nowadays we often gaze on women over 50 without the slightest trace of wrinkles on their face. Doctors go and take their dough to make 'em young and nifty, but doctors I defy to tell me just why. No matter how young a prune may be, it's always full of wrinkles. We may get 'em on our face, prunes get 'em every place. Nothing seems to worry them, their life's an open book. But no matter how young a prune may be, it has a worried look. No matter how young a prune may be, it's always full of wrinkles. Beauty treatments always fail, they've tried 'em all to no avail. Other fruits are envious because they know real well that no matter how young a prune may be, hot water makes 'em swell. They don't write songs like that anymore. Nowadays, in every way, the world is getting better. We've even learned to fly. Days go passing by, but what about the poor old prune? His life is getting wetter. No wonder he can't grin, the awful stew he's in. Didn't I tell you? No matter how young a prune may be, it's always full of wrinkles. We may get 'em here and there, prunes get 'em. A baby frets until it hears its mother's lullaby. But no matter how young a prune may be, you'll never hear it cry. Oh, no matter how young a prune may be, it's always full of wrinkles. Old maids get 'em on their face, prunes get 'em every place. Peaches and bananas have that skin you love to touch. But no matter how young a prune may be, it don't amount to much. No matter how young a prune may be, it's always full of wrinkles. Baby prunes look like their dad, but not wrinkled quite as bad. Prunes act very kind, they say, when sickly people moan. But no matter how young a prune may be, it has a heart of stone. Straight through there on the left, that's it. You'll be able to hear us. We can hear you. So, yes, we'll do this one. This was composed by Percy French, this song, who was a well-known Irish composer of the day, Abdullah Bulbul Amir. Now, this is a chap who was a very celebrated, wily Oriental gentleman who was working in a military capacity for the Shah of Persia. And he became involved in a very serious fracas, which can be very painful, with an actual hairy, sweaty Russian by the name of Ivan Skavinsky-Skavar, who was working for the Tsar of Russia, and thereby, as Percy French would say, hangs my tail. Oh, the sons of the prophets were brave men and bold, and quite unaccustomed to fear. And the bravest by far in the ranks of the Shah was Abdullah Bulbul Amir. If you wanted a man to encourage the van, or harass the foe from the rear, that can be very painful too, storm, fort or redoubt, you had only to shout for Abdullah Bulbul Amir. Now heroes were plenty and well known to fame in the troops that were led by the Tsar. And the greatest of these was a man by the name of Ivan Skavinsky-Skavar. He could imitate Derek Brimstone, play poker or pool, or strum on the Spanish guitar. In fact, quite the cream of the Muscovite team was Ivan Skavinsky-Skavar. One day this bold Russian had shouldered his gun and donned his most truculent sneer. Downtown he did go, where he trod on the toe of Abdul Bulbul Beer. Young man, quoth Abdul, has life grown so dull that you wish to end your career? Vile infidel, no, you have trod off the toe of Abdul Bulbul Beer. Says Ivan, my friend, your remarks in the end will avail you but little, I fear, for you ne'er will survive to repeat them alive, Mr. Abdul Bulbul Amir. Well then, take your last look at sunshine and brook, and send your regrets to the Tsar, for by this I imply you are going to die, Count Ivan Skavinsky Skavar. Then this bold Mameluke drew his trusty skibook with a cry of Allah Akbar, and with murderous intent he ferociously went for Ivan Skavinsky Skavar. They fought all that night neath the pale yellow moon, the din it was heard from afar, and huge multitudes came, so great was the fame of Abdul and Ivan Skavar. As Abdul's long knife was extracting the life, in fact he was shouting huzzah, huzzah, when he felt himself struck by that wily Kalmuck, Ivan Skavinsky Skavar. The Sultan rode by in his red-crested fly, expecting the victor to cheer, but he only drew nigh just to hear the last sigh of Abdul Bulbul Amir. Tsar Petrovich, too, in his spectacles blue, rode up in his gold-plated car. He arrived just in time to exchange a last line with Ivan Skavinsky Skavar. A tomb rises up where the blue Danube rolls, engraved there in characters clear. O stranger, when passing, please pray for the soul of Abdul Bulbul Amir. A Muscovite maiden her lone vigil keeps, neath the light of the pale polar star, and the name that she murmurs so oft as she weeps is Ivan Skavinsky Skavar. Bum, bum, bum.